Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're located on the west spawn of Arctic region, which is the recreation of the Mannheim Line, the winter war between the Soviet Union and Finland. Now, this particular M44 is being commanded by microzap. And the battle has commenced. Now, so a fun fact for you. What you may not know is that of all the Arty, of all the SPGs in the game of World of Tanks, there is only one of those Arty which is still in operation today. Still being used. Can you guess which one it is? Yes, it's one of these. The Turkish army still has the M44 on their books. They still use it. And it's still an effective Arty. Right, T67 target. Round up. Oh, wonderful! One shot hit kill. 360 hit points. He's out the game and in the garage and crying about Arty being OP. Well, you were spotted, sunshine. You are going to get splatted. That's what we do. Right, KV2. Round out. Lands behind him, I think. He can't fight the E25 without damaging the VK3001D. But if that VK goes down, he will strike on the E25 as soon as he's loaded. Right, the E25's moving. Oh, no, the shell landed and hit the wreck of the VK. Okay, he's going to have a go getting the KV2 again. No, it's going after the E25. Going to get some revenge. A splash should be enough to kill that E25. Oh, he doesn't need to. E25's been killed. T29. Good target. Round out. Oh, he hits it! The shell tracer disappeared, but without an explosion, you definitely hit the target. Right, M4A3 Easy 8. A VK2801. It's doing a bit of spotting around that corner. Round out. No, I think it landed behind them. I think the VK... Oh, he stunned the VK. He didn't damage him, but he stunned him. He's not missing any hit points. But that VK3001D is going to be missing a huge number of hit points if he stays where he is. Round out. And that's him out of the game. Yeah, he did get hit, actually, just before the shell arrived. So that made that a kill shot. But this VK2801 is also going to die if he stays where he is. And I think he's going to. Now... Ready? Round out. Oh, well, I suspect he did get hit by that, or at least splashed by it. But we can't see the VK2801 now. Okay, the Easy 8. And he's taken out the game. He was killed by the Lorraine 15550. Now, there's an M4. Probably the one with the derp gun. Round out. Well, he hit the target. He definitely hit it. We just don't know how much damage. And there's the 2801. No, he's not a one-shot kill, but it's close. He might be able to get him. Now he could get him with one shot. If he sits there, can splash him to death from here. Round out. And, oh, close. 129 hit points there. He almost leaves him on only a couple of hit points left. Okay, that Crusader is very dicing with dropping into that water if he's not careful. He may think that's clever. Oh, yeah, there goes the 2801. The T67 got him. Easy kill. Right, OI Experimental. Big juicy hitbox full of points to extract. Round out. And he needs a splash. His front right... It landed right next to his front right tracks. So he got him for 163. And there's that T29 nearby as well for 670. He fires around at the OI. It's already dead. Oh, so the shell explodes against the wreck. He doesn't get a twang. Now, T29 is going to get closer to that tip. Somebody else's shell just hit it. So he's got a lot less hit points now than he had before. And that round went in, but no result. No wreck appears. There's only 8 left on... there's only 5 tanks left on his team. The enemy's still got 7. There's the T29. Okay, he's got about half his health left. Well, is it 30% of his health left? Now that's a hit. 153, 2 critical hits. I think one of them's a track. It looks like he's motionless for the moment. The enemy is starting to push in this direction. There's an IKV-103 tank destroyer lining him up for a shot. Round out. It should be a kill. Yes, it is. 145 hit points. Splashed him to death. Now, where's that T29? That shell crater on the ground gives an indication of where he should be. But we can't see him just yet. The AMX-13AM is staying low because he doesn't want to get killed. We've got a Crusader up the West Passage. Round out. Oh, splash for 133. And he's killed immediately afterwards by the Lorraine 15550, who's actually picked up 2 kills already himself. So the pair of them have actually been doing quite well. Microzap and the Lorraine. Right. Splash on the KV-1. Only 170... Well, actually picks up 174 assist off that. Unfortunately, we just lost the AMX-13AM. He was spotted by the KV-1. Now, Microzap's going to readjust his position because the enemy is headed in this direction. He needs to get some cover between him and the enemy, or at least get into a corner of the map. Unfortunately, knocking those trees down does indicate to the enemy Arty where you are. But he has got that Lorraine, who's going into the dip. He's going to sit in the dip. Which forces the enemy to actually come down into the dip to get him. Now we've lost sight of the KV-1, but the T1 Heavy should be able to spot for us. Okay, that T29's got very low health. Round out. Kill shot. 21 hit points. That's 4th kill. Microzap's doing rather nicely here. Now, KV-1. There he is. Almost loaded. Round out. It's overshot. It was overshot, and the KV-1's just fired at the T1 Heavy, so he's not going to be able to fire for a little while. Just reloading. Only a few seconds to go. He's got a 16.1 second reload, so he must be using, or he is using food. Round out, and he got a hit. He was unsighted, but we do know there was a hit. He's got a good reload time. That's about the same reload that I use on the M44, 16.1 seconds. And with that sort of reload, you can really be effective. There's the KV-1. Now you can splash him from here. Round out. Oh, and the Lorraine claims the kill. And that means it's now 2 Arty and a Heavy versus 3 Artys. And the enemy's got a Lorraine 15550, an M44 and an M41 HNC. Well, we know the M44 is effective, and we also know the Lorraine 15550 is effective. Both of those enemy Arty have got kills. Oh, we saw a shot come in there from one of the Arty, near where the Lorraine was. But the M41 has got such a long reload, it can be very difficult to get good scores in it. Now, I think Microzap and the Lorraine are going to go through the south area. Or is the Lorraine going to go up the closest route? There's the M44. He's been spotted. The T1 Heavy's seen him. Line up a shot. Dial in the aim. Fires a clutch shot. Now, I don't think I saw where that shell went. I think it was nearby the M44, but it didn't actually do much. But that shot there from the Lorraine 15550 took out the M44. Unfortunately, the enemy Lorraine has taken out the T1 Heavy, so it's 2 Arty versus 2 Arty now. But they've lost one of their best Arty, the M44. So it's now Lorraine versus the and an M44 versus a Lorraine and an M41. Now, my money would be on the Lorraine and the M44 under those circumstances. The T1 Heavy is not happy. He thinks Wargaming has mucked up the parameters of his Arty, or of his tank rather. And he thinks the developers are at fault. Well, I hope the developers are listening, because you don't need to mess with the M44. It's beautiful as it is, and it's going to be difficult enough to survive when we've got very visible Arty tracer. So don't change the M44, whatever you do. Doesn't need it. Oh, there's the M41, and he's aiming. Oh dear. And they've both been seen, so the M41s must have sixth sense. He's motoring, he's trying to get out. And that's a kill shot, beautiful. And now it's a battle of the caps. Both Lorraines have moved into the cap, but this Lorraine has got the M44 as well. And they're getting to the north side of the cap. Now the Lorraines decided to keep moving. That will stop... or should alleviate any possibility of a counter battery. In fact, they're both going to keep moving. So it will keep the other Lorraine guessing as to where they are. Now, personally, I'd actually set up on one place and start firing back at the bugger, especially if you're going to see his tracer. But there's only 15 seconds to go. The enemy Arty is going to be guessing. Okay, he's decided to have a shot, so he might as well. Enemy Arty is going to be firing. As soon as you spot that tracer, 3, 2, 1, he fired a fat round in anyway. And he doesn't need to worry. You saw that round going out from the Lorraine. They won. They've capped out. The enemy only had 38 seconds still to go. But the pair of them together did the job and they won. Now, let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. And it's a first-class tanker for microzap in the M44. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 21. And he got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in that one. One more and he would have had a Top Gun. Oh well. If only he'd managed to get that Lorraine, that would have been a really good end to the battle. But he did pick up a High Calibre. He had dealt the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the enemy hit points, and a sum of greater than 1,000 hit points. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he got the highest damage, naturally, 1,936 hit points. He got the highest number of kills, 5, and he got the highest base XP of 1,009. Now, he fired 23 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration, and 9 splash damage. He did damage for 1,936 hit points, of which 1,706 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the difference is the M41, because he was pretty close to it when he actually took it out. But it was a lovely clutch shot as well, if you think about it, because that M41 was on the move. He hit 10 of the enemy, that's 2/3 of the enemy team, and he killed 1/3 of the enemy, 5 of the enemy. And he did damage assistance of 203 hit points and stun assistance of 214 hit points off 12 stuns. He also managed to get 51 capture points while he was in the cap with the Lorraine. On a premium count, he earned 39,630 credits, and after ammunition resupply, he had 28,015 credits left over. He received 1,514 XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all he took away, I'm afraid. But it was a really good battle, and he couldn't have done this battle without the Lorraine 15550. So a shout out goes to Swaggy BS, because he just managed to miss out on getting the High Calibre. He had 1,840 hit points in that battle. So well done, Swaggy, because he got 4 kills and 1,800. And he actually did steal a lot of the kills that the M44 managed to damage. Shortly after he, microzap actually hit the target, Swaggy then claimed the kill by wiping it out completely. So well done to Swaggy, good kill steal, and 4 kills is really something to smile about. Well done indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.